we talk about life. It all starts with an idea of one person or two people. After a time of being together, a man or a woman or partner tells the other that it's time for us to have a child. So the beginning of the being in itself is an idea. And that idea comes to light as a would-be parent of the child. They ponder and wrestle about it. They ask themselves questions. Are our finances ready? Are we in the jobs of our dreams? Is it time? Is it the time to have a baby? Will there be support for that baby? The network, the family, the community. The would-be parent, they wrestle about this. And for the sake of romance, they come to the futuristic conclusion to have a child. That's the beginning, the idea. As a Christian and believer, we say the time was ripe. That God said it's time to have the baby. As a naturalist, some say just continue the natural, ecological gene code for things to come and for things to be. And when that child is on this earth, it becomes the responsibility of the parents, the family, the community, the church, and well wishes, hoping the best for the child. Responsibility and selflessness is that which we need to sacrifice for the upbringing of a child into adulthood. See, pumping babies around, it's not like a tire that gets deflated. You just inflate it. You don't just move around, just throwing seeds around, Just go here. You throw a seed. You give a baby and you move on. You go to the next woman. You just throw a seed. You give a baby, you move on. These babies and these children need parents. They need their father to be there. They need their mom to bring them up, to be responsible citizens, to be good human beings. I once said to a friend that when you are by yourself, taking care of all the selfishness of your being, you have 100 control or dominion over yourself. But when you choose to date somebody or to be with somebody, 25% of your selfish self is gone. It means you still have 75% of you and 25% to think about and care about that person that has become part of your life. To Make call. Take her out. See how she's feeling. Make her feel your presence, your love, your tender care, your kindness, your concern. When you choose to get married to a person, 50% of yourself is gone. The 50% is to devote that percentage of your life. 25% to the marriage and 25% to the person to whom you married or partnered or concubinage, as some would call it. And when you have a child, 75% of your selfish self is gone. You're left with 25% of you. The 25% is for the relationship. 25% is for the marriage. And 25% is for the child. So 75% is responsibility for getting married, having a child. Then you have 25% of you still to do the things you want to do in life. Because nothing stops the being from becoming what the being wants to become. You cannot blame your unbecoming on the child, on the marriage. It's devotion. It's sacrifice. It's parenting. It's being there when needed. All of us, we try our best in life. But once you have a child in this world, there are many things you can't do. And there are many things you must do. You must be there. We know some parents are not there, not because they don't want to be there. They are not there because of circumstances. Some because of their job. Some because of marital squabbles and disputes and maybe divorce. Some are not just there because they don't care. Why shouldn't you care? Why shouldn't we care? Why shouldn't society care? The value of the future is the child. You must be there for the kids. It's not about you. It's about the future of that kid. You don't need the world to raise a child. You just need a committed parent to raise a child. You don't have millions in the bank or a perfect child. But there is no perfect child. When nature calls upon you to have a child, you must do everything to be there, to help the woman, to make the burden to be less. It's very expensive to bring and raise a child. Not in monetary terms, in time. But those times become the best times of your life. There is no greater gift than having a child. See, and when that gift of nature and God, or whatever your spirituality is, once that gift is given to you, life becomes a little difficult, a little challenging. Because you need to reschedule your activities. Who takes the child to school? Who takes the child to a ball game? Who takes the child to the movie or to the playground? Who takes the child to the doctor? You must juggle all these parental responsibilities and be proud still to be a parent. We must not give up. It's quick to make a baby. It shouldn't be quick to run away. run away, where do you go? Because you're still on this planet Earth. But you will know within you that somebody somewhere is suffering a lot because you're not there. We don't judge others. We just wish that parents should be there. And we wish that the jobs and the employers should be able to be more relaxed with parents who have kids. It's a difficult thing to be a single mother or a single parent. But society should be there to help. And when these parents, they do their best and send their kids to school, what type of education are these kids having? How useful is education? Is that school just a food pantry? Or is it a place where knowledge is acquired, where knowledge is gained? When you do teach a kid, what do you teach the kid? Teach a kid to teach itself. Just like you teach a child to fish. Don't give the child fish all the time. What type of education are our kids getting? Because if you look into society, just 1% of approximately 8 billion have a greater say in this world that we all live in. What type of education do they have? Where do they go to school? What do you teach the kids? What do they learn? Innovation. Do they learn creativity? Do they learn doubt? Do they learn philosophy? How to think? What type of sciences do they learn? Do they learn about themselves? The first education is to serve. It is that serve that you're gonna live in society. You're gonna mingle with others. You're gonna work with others. You're gonna lead. You're gonna be part of the community. That being the first education is seeking to know yourself. Who am I? What am I? Where am I going? Why am I doing what I'm doing? What do I need? What should I follow? Where should I lead? Where should I contribute? Who am I as a person? What do I really like? What can I sacrifice for? Who am I? The being of the being. It's in the doubts of the being itself. The being of the being. It's the being itself. You. We must seek to know ourselves. Don't be ignorant of yourself. Know who you are. And know the type of education you require. All of us go to school. Some come out of school successfully, and some don't. When you do go to school, why do you go to school? Are you going to school for yourself? Or are you going to school for your parents? Are you going for somebody else? Are you going to school because you are forced to go to school? Or it's because you need to go to school? What is school in the first place? How do you define school? Are we just teaching culture in school? Or just teaching people religion or traditions or customs? Or are we teaching human beings to think for themselves and for others, for the betterment of the future? The world is moving fast. The world is moving towards artificial intelligence, robotics, supercomputers, quantum computing. Five Gs, 6Gs, space education, space sciences, biosciences. The world is in the future. The future is in the technologies. The intangible future. The digitalized future. When you study, what is that in school? What type of engineering do you study? What type of sciences? You're studying a doctor or nurse. What is it that you study? How is it useful to you? How is it useful to the world? When you study law, what type of law are you studying? How is it useful to you? How is it useful to your well-being? How is it useful to the world? Education should be future-proof. We must make sure that the kids don't go to school and they spend the time in school to study. And when they come out of school, there is nothing they can do with education. We have all these fake colleges and fake universities. They lie to the students. They promise them knowledge. The students go to school. What do they do with that knowledge? What type of knowledge do they acquire? If school is that valid, and if school is that important, why the poverty? Why the destitution? Why the misery? Why the hardship? Why is it that very few are becoming richer and the most of the population are becoming poor? Education. What you study in school matters.
Ready, go!
When we do have kids, we should do our best for them to have better education in order to take care of themselves and take care of the human community. It doesn't matter where you study in school. Your education must be capable of improving your life, the life of your community, your society.
Alright, let's make the trek back to the car.
Don't waste the life of a kid to study what is not necessary.
I can totally understand.
Once a kid go to school, let the kid study that which matters. It's not the type of school you go to.
Yeah. Wait, video? No.
It's a type of education that
Okay.
you acquire.
Go. Do you get it?
Harvard does not make you great. You make Harvard
Halfway?
great.
You can always do a lot.
Harvard needs you. You don't need Harvard. Because it is something in you that's powerful. We have more resources. Sometimes we don't know what to do with it. Why not invest in the kids, in the schools? Quality education is what we need. For America to keep being the leader of the free world, our kids must have quality education. Doesn't matter where the kid comes from. Every kid deserves a chance to have quality education. It's a natural right. It's a naturality that a kid's supposed to be educated. The brain needs to be enlightened. In the absence of education, what do we have? Crime, poverty, misery, ignorance, poor judgment, accidents, recklessness, chaos, underdevelopment, migration. Education should be meaningful. It should mean something. In the beginning was a child, and the child came to this world. We shall do our best for the kids to have the best of life. We shall falter when it be. At the end of the day, it's pride to be a parent. It's pride to be somebody that helps those in need. There's pride to care even for kids that are not yours. Every child is a home. Every child is a parent. Every child is somebody to care and love.